morning from this part of the world. Good morning from this part of the world. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. My name is Inasim Alibe, the founder of the Family Hub. Thank you all for taking that time to join this webinar. We sincerely appreciate all your efforts, and we trust that at the end of this webinar, you're going to have clarity to all your dreams, your visions, and aspirations. Crystal Maguslov is a high-performance coach who has been studying human performance for over 8 years. She was mentored by the late Bob Proctor, the most foremost sought-after business, human potential, and prosperity coach. Crystal has been helping people and organizations here in New Zealand and the Philippines to achieve extraordinary results in business and in career. Thank you so much, Crystal, for honoring this invitation. We do not take this for granted. Thank you, everybody. Crystal, the floor is all yours.
Amazing. Thank you, Inasim, for that wonderful introduction. And I am absolutely delighted to be on this webinar with you today and to have the opportunity to share with you. So today, I will be sharing how to move your dreams into reality. And to put that into perspective, let me share something a little bit about myself. So I grew up in the Philippines and I grew up in poverty. I lived in a slum for until I was about 10 years old. So I am just blessed to have a family who works hard, and they sent me to school, and our life changed forever because of my parents and because of my brothers, my siblings. And but that first 10 years of my life has programmed my mind to live in poverty, even though I'm not in poverty anymore. Okay. And that 10 years of my life has controlled me even as an adult. So I had a big self-esteem and self-image problem because I couldn't communicate properly. I stutter a lot and I have all kinds of judgment, self-judgment about that. And I spent all my life believing that I am not good enough, that I was never going to count to anything. And I spent most of my life thinking that was just the hand that I was given and dealt with, and I had to play that, that hand. And through divine intervention, God has put several mentors in my life who mentored and nurtured my learnings along the way. And these mentors has taught me that there is a secret to success. And that if you apply those secrets to your life, he says you can have anything that you want. And truly, it was the application of the principles that changed my life. Now, I want to share six tenants, six knowing, six agreements, or six things that you need to understand. So let's just go to six agreements, okay? The first agreement you have to know is that there is one power, and that is one presence. There is infinite intelligence. There is a universal power. In my life, I call it God. And this is not a teaching about religion. You can call it the universe if you like. But in my life, I call it God, the grand overall designer. And so you have to understand that all things come from that source, that divine source, and that we work directly with that source. Okay, the second agreement that you have to understand is this power or this source operates by law. There, these are God's laws and the universe obey. But there are absolute law of creation. And this law operate in and with and all true things, and that includes you and I. Okay. And it's the understanding and application and living in in congruent with these laws that is the creative process. And so it is not luck or chance. When people say, oh, you become lucky. So again, we have to understand that goal achievement is not by luck or by chance. There are laws that we have to follow. The third agreement that I want you to understand is your role is to always be seeking an ever greater awareness of your oneness with this power. That in other words, this power is not separate from you, and that our role in the creative process is to be seeking a chameleon, an awareness, a oneness with God, that we can operate more effectively within the laws of creation. And so the fourth agreement is there is truth. There is truth within you that is greater than the facts of your condition and your circumstances. And I don't really know what you're facing right now. I don't know, but there is a truth that's inside of you that you might not be aware at the moment. So the fifth agreement is fact can't overpower you. In addition to operating by universal laws, this source, this power that I call God, has also declared promises for our life. Okay. And one of those is for you and I to have dominion over all things. See, in the current facts of your life, the only facts about that is facts change. Okay. And there are declared promises, and there's people who will claim to know what those promises are and not redeem those promises in their life. And the sixth agreement is we're not to be concerned about getting even or trying to make things fair, to make things right with other people or in this world. That's not our role. This is the power of trust that we place in the divine source, and we can place when we cannot concern ourselves with trying to get even or trying to make things fair. Okay, when we can step out of that role of judgment, um and trust that God will do it, and it deepens our trust in our understanding and our relationship with God. So now, in order to move from dreaming to reality, and so this is the answer, okay? It requires us to think differently. Okay, so shall we stop now? That's the answer. I've answered, the title of the webinar. No, but okay, let's continue. So how do I go from here to there? So you are here right now and you have a dream. You want to increase your income. You want to start a business. You want to be healthy. You want to have a great relationship. You want to travel the world. You want to buy this house or this car or whatever your dream is. So how do I go from here to there? And the answer will never be found in your current circumstances. And it is not going to be a part of your current belief. Because if it was, you already have it. Okay. And so you have to let go of old beliefs, old circumstances. Okay. So to make your dreams become a reality, you need to transform your thinking that is aligned and matched with the life that you want to create, that is in harmony with God's purpose in your life. So, I can tell you the number of times where would people tell me things that they wish for one thing and then they behave in a completely different way. Okay. In other words, our thinking, our behavior, our habits, our beliefs must match, not with just the pattern of our lives as they are right now. That's not it. But it must match with the pattern of the future that we desire to give birth to and to create. And so you might be asking yourself, how can I know if I have some things that doesn't match with my dream? Okay. And so for me, here's what I can tell you. So you just look at your result, because your result does not lie. Okay? And so there are ingredients to success. There's a formula to it. And I want to share three with you today. The first is desire. Okay? So to move from here to there, you have to turn that dream to an all-consuming obsession, to the degree that you no longer have to think about it. You want this goal, this dream to be automatic, then it gets, it that gets programmed into your subconscious mind. And when it is programmed into your subconscious mind, you set up a secondary law of vibration, which is the law of attraction. And then you begin to attract the people, the thoughts, the ideas, the opportunities, the condition that is going to help you realize your dream. So here's the catch. The law of attraction is fairly worthless if you don't accept it. Some of us attract the idea and won't act on the idea. Will you accept it? So sometimes I'll show you like this. When God give us idea and we say, Chris, go resign your full-time job so you can build your business. And sometimes our response is, are you sure? Lord, are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. No, I won't do it. Are you sure? Or sometimes go get a mentor. Develop yourself. Lord, that's too expensive. Are you sure? Are you sure? Do I want to really do that? Yeah. And so, will you embrace the idea? Will you embrace the people that come? Will you on the action, take action on the opportunity? Just because you attracted something in your life, that does not mean it becomes one with you. Okay. For me, I have failed a lot in life. I failed many businesses. I failed romantic relationship and friendships. I have trusted people and took advantage of me. I saw my parents get advantage by many people because they are nice people. What if I have erased from my life to trust people again? I could not have met my mentors. And these people has enriched my life more than I can imagine. What if I never trusted myself again to go into business? Because I have failed many businesses. Then I won't be in front of you today. I won't be doing what I'm doing today. So my question is, when it attracts to you, do you allow it to become one with you? So you and I have been given free will. You could have the right opportunities. And for many of you, for many of us, it's just right in front of us. Okay? And so um I want to share there are three ingredients, right? And so that's first the desire. So second is persistence. Okay? So now think about your goal. What are you willing to give to get what you say you want in life? Not what you want to give up. Sure, we have to give up, something to get what we want in life. We have to give up watching Netflix all day, hanging around those people who's energy vampire, who are negative. Yep, we have to give up some stuff in our life, but the question is, what are you willing to give for your dream to come alive? Are you willing to give your best? How about your focus? How about attention and your passion and patience, love and your creativity? How about you give yourself a chance to, you know, to a chance to make mistake, and forgive yourself when you make mistake. Then that's persistence. Keep doing that. Keep giving your best. Keep forgiving yourself. And the third thing is decision. Okay. This is actually my favorite thing to teach. Actually, I did a live webinar about this. And if you want to watch it, go and join my private FB group called The Extraordinary Effect. It is a place where like-minded, result-oriented, goal-achiever, passionate individuals are currently hanging out. Okay. And decision is the opposite of procrastination. So if you are stuck in the direction of your dream, of the things that you said you want to achieve in life, it means you're not making a decision. When you say, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I don't have the strength, I don't have the stamina, I don't have the energy, I don't have the support of whoever it is you think you need, whoever you've convinced yourself that you need to kind of bless you and make it all okay. Whoever you think you need to have, support, your wife, your husband, your boss, maybe your cat or your dog. Or when you say, I have the talent, I am not ready. That's procrastination. It means decision means in Latin, it means to cut off. Okay. So if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you're still making a decision. You're cutting off the future that you want. So right now, I want to ask you this question. What do you want to cut off? You want to cut off the things that you don't want right now that's not working for you, or you want to cut your future that you said that you want. And so you don't have to know every steps to get to your destination, to your dreams. You just need to know what the next step is. Just imagine this. If Google Map shows you every turn, every street, you will get overwhelmed. And so all you need to do is just know the next step is just one. You don't have to know the 5 or the 10 steps. Some people, wants to know everything. They make this business plan, and when it doesn't work, they give up, because everything, your steps will change. So you only know one step. That's it. Okay. So what you can do today, right now, to get you closer to your goal or dream, and make a decision that you're going to do that every day. So I just want to wrap up this teaching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I totally enjoyed sharing this with you. And so yeah, back to you, Yinasim.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for this eye-opening teaching. We have some questions here that some people would like to ask. If you would do us the honors of answering them, please. The
Sure.
first question is, why is it paramount for people to fulfill their dreams? Somebody is asking, why is it paramount for people to fulfill their dreams? Why is it important? Why do I have to fulfill my dreams?
Yeah, I love that question. So I have two answers for you. So first, because you don't want to be depressed, okay? There are only three things that causes depression. Number one is not being on a tribe, not being surrounded by people. Number two is the harsh words you tell yourself. And number three is not fulfilling your heart's desire. if you want to be happy, if you want to have a long life, you must follow your desire. Just think about this. So if not fulfilling your dreams gets you depressed, so when you get depressed, you get, you will, your immune system goes down, and you will look ugly too as well. And so it's like a domino. It's like a domino effect. So if you don't fulfill your dreams, your life will be in a mess. You won't be happy. And so, you know, you are not too young or too old to do what God asks you to do, to follow that heart's desire. So that's the first answer. The second one is, you have to understand that your life happens through you, not for you. And if you don't fulfill your dreams, it would be an injustice for people that you are meant to serve, that you are meant to touch. Okay? You also depriving those people the experience and the opportunities they should have because of you. You have that dream for a reason. It's not given to me, it's not given to you, Nasim, it's not given to your mother, or your father, or those people who's surrounded by you. And so you've been blessed with this talent, with these gifts and unique abilities, that dream, and it is given to you so you can share it with others. And there are people today who need, you know, who need what you have, and they are waiting for you.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Someone said a dream or a vision without execution is just a map or hallucination. So, what does it take to truly go after your dreams? And how do you move from dream to execution?
Yeah, I think that's what I shared earlier, that
Yeah.
you really need to transform your your thinking, because you cannot go from here to there with the same thinking that you have right now. You have to change your behavior, your habits. You have to change the people you're surrounded with to go from here to there.
Mm. Thank you so much. And one other question here. I have two questions. The third one is, why do most people never act on their dreams? Why
Yeah,
do most people never act on their dreams? Is there a reason for that?
yeah, because of fear. And fear causes us to become lazy and procrastinate. We are fearful of what other people will say to us. When I was starting this, the coaching business, I got ridiculed by many people. And I was so fearful, I don't want to be judged. I want people to love me. And so I have
Mm,
procrastinated for a long time because of that. And so, like, your mind is very clever. If you
mm,
communicate to your mind and you say that this business is scary, what your mind will do is, I will do everything for you not to do this business, or not for you to take action to this business. And your mind listen to you every day. And so I think you need to be more um you, aware of what you tell yourself, instead of saying, oh, it's scary to reach out to people, it's scary, to do this. You say, I love DMing people. I love, doing this job. And so your mind will say, oh, you love this, you love what you're doing, I will give you all the confidence that you need. I will give you, all the ideas that you need for you to get closer to your dreams. And so, yeah, it's the fear.
thank you so much. And the last question is, what will be your advice to individuals or families who are trying to navigate through life, parenting, marriage, business, and career and still fulfill their dreams.
Yeah, I think you know, Nasim, I understand. Life can be very challenging, especially if you have kids, and I understand because I've been there, you know. I understand to have kids. I see it all the time with friends and with some families. They stop doing what they want to do because life happens. And I
Mm,
understand to want to have a dream and still work full time. And I understand that. And I think my advice is just make a decision that this is what you're gonna do, and you're gonna do it consistently, and you're going to take action towards your dream. Success is not getting there. Success, according to Earl Nightingale, is the moving forward towards your dreams. It's not the there, it's not here. Success is as long as you're moving, step by step by step towards your goal, you're successful. And so, yeah, I think it's more of just take actions every day. It not might be reaching out to people if you're still, starting to to learn about the business that you want to do, or anything that you want to take. It most maybe just learning, maybe
mm,
just reading, or I don't know, whatever it is that's going to get you closer to your dream. Or maybe just buying that domain name, or just I don't know, just reading, getting mentorship. It doesn't have to be a big step, just a tiny one, and you do it every single day.
yeah, thank you so much for that. So for me here, I think one of the things I would love to advise each and every one of us is in all your ways acknowledge God. Because just like Crystal said, there is one power. There's one infinite power and intelligence, and that infinite power and intelligence is God. So whatever it is you're doing, factor God into it. God should be the main reason or the main person pushing you into your dreams. And in all your ways,
Mm,
acknowledge Him or submit
mm,
to Him, which is who? The Him now, God, and He will make your path straight. So whatever it is you are doing, let God be your guide. Let His word be a light unto your path and a lamp unto your feet. Or
yeah.
let his word be a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path. Let his word guide and direct you, because with God you can never make mistakes. God will guide you. You can make mistakes, but God will keep redirecting you, because even when you fail or even when you fall, God will guide you and you will get
Mm,
up again. Because the Bible said the
yeah.
righteous falls 7 times, but he gets up. So when you fail, if God keeps directing you, if you allow God, so now you have to do with your will. Are you ready to let God guide you? Are you ready to allow
Mm,
God to lead you and direct your path?
mm,
When you
mm,
allow God to lead and to guide and to direct your path, even when you fail or even when you fall, you will get up. So let God lead you. Submit your will. Submit your whatever it is you have, your intellect. Submit all of them to Him, and He will direct your path. Now, in conclusion, go ahead and dream in detail. That's all of us, because we're all moving towards our dream. Go ahead and dream in detail. Do not dream small, polite or ego massaging dreams. Dream big. See yourself doing things that will demand divine intervention. Dream dreams that defy your age. Forget about your age. It doesn't matter whether you're young or old, or whether
mm,
you're just starting life, or whether you think your life is almost ending. Forget about your academic credentials. It doesn't matter whether you have masters or PhD or just secondary school degrees. As long as you are on the path of fulfilling your dreams, you will learn as you move. You will learn as you go. Keep learning, Become a lifelong learner. Do not stop learning. So get mentors, like Crystal mentioned. Get mentors, get people that are already in the line of what you're doing, people like that are already in that path, people who are already doing what you're doing. Get into mentorship with them and let them lead you, let them guide you, let them help you on this path, because on your own, you will not be able to do it all by yourself. You might be able to achieve some, but you will not be able to achieve everything on your own. You need mentorship, you need guidance by people who are already doing what you're doing. Dream dreams that would supersede any stereotypical profiling. Maybe people might think, oh, you are a woman, you're not supposed to do this, or you are a man, you're not supposed to do this, or you're from this country, how dare you dream this dream? Just go ahead, supersede that stereotypical profiling. You don't have to allow their judgment or their naysaying to stop you from fulfilling your dreams. They did not give you the vision. Your vision, your dreams, and aspirations came from God. God is the one who gave you the dreams. So why would you allow people to say yes to your dreams before you go ahead and fulfill your dreams? So go ahead. Do not dream small. If someone says dream big and give God the check or something like that, let God pay for your dreaming. So dream big and submit your will and factor God into every step that you take. Remember one day, my final word is, remember one day your life will flash before your eyes. Always remember that whenever you sit and you become complacent or lazy or passive about your life, always remember that one day your life is going to flash before your eyes. That is what scares me a lot. Like one day I'll be like, okay, what if there's going to be like a big screen and we're going to watch how we lived our lives, and especially the lazy part of life, that I just sit there and then I just keep complaining, or I want a favorable condition before I fulfill destiny. So every time we decide to be lazy or complacent, we should remember that one day our lives will flash before our eyes. Please, let's make sure it is worth watching. Let us make sure that whatever we're going to see is going to be worth watching. We're not going to be ashamed of the lives that we lived because we were waiting for the favorable condition, or we were waiting for somebody's approval. You don't have to wait for anybody's approval. If God approves of your dream, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and fulfill destiny. Because a lot of people are actually they owe you your success. They owe you your dreams, visions, and aspirations. A lot of people are waiting for you to move. A lot of people are waiting for you to do what you're doing. Like, this is my first official webinar, like that I am hosting somebody. I have done webinars. People have invited me to do webinars. But this is like the first one I am doing, hosting somebody. Like before I started, before I even thought of it, before I met Crystal to ask her if she would be able to do it, I was thinking, okay, I need cameras, I need this, I need that. I was just thinking of a lot of things. I was like, oh, the background, I need a good background. I was like, really? When are you going to move? I asked myself, when are you going to move? You want to do this? Like, I love talking. Everything I do boils down to reading, writing, and talking. Whatever it is I'm doing, I just love to write. Every time, there's no day I don't write something. I jot down things. I just keep jotting things down. Like sometimes I just sit down and the inspirations just come to me. So I was like, okay, when are you going to do this? You know, this is what you always wanted to do. You wanted to be like, talk to people, encourage people. It just comes to me naturally. Like, I just love to encourage people. So I was asking myself, when exactly are you going to do this? You don't have to wait for a favorable condition. The condition is never going to be favorable. Like, okay, I'll be complaining, I have children. Okay, when I'm going to do my videos, what will happen to my children? And then I told myself, go ahead. Even with the noise of the children in the background, do it. People know you have children, so why are you ashamed of doing your videos because they are there? Just do the best you can. It doesn't have to be 2 hours video, even if it's just 30, 40 minutes. Like this video, this webinar, I think is just going to last for 40 or 45 minutes. I think we started 7:10, right, Crystal? Yeah. So just go ahead. Start where you are. Start where you are with what you have. Like even with the little money you have, start where you are. Where you are. Start where you are. It doesn't have to be favorable. It doesn't have to be how you want it. Just start little. Start small. Start where you are, and then get the necessary guidance you need. So thank you everyone for joining. People came in and out. So it's all good. I think maybe some people's network wasn't very good. It wasn't. I think somebody sent a message and said her network was glitching. So it's so good. I'm going to post the recording on Facebook and my YouTube channel for people who would love to view it later. Thank you so much for joining. I think we have somebody here. We have Julie here, and we have Ulanga and some other people. Thank you so much for joining us. We are really grateful for your time. We are grateful for your efforts. We're grateful for you coming online. And thank you. See you another time on the Family Hub. I will share the recording soon once I'm able to download it. God bless you and bye.
Thank you.